Right, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, and double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And this is just going to be a review of the film Split. Okay, came out this year. I watched it last night, and pretty much the movie is about, to the most part, it's about MK Ultra. If you understand what's going on in the film. What is MK Ultra? Well, we're gonna get into it, but I just want to play you the trailer.
Hey, pardon me, sir. I think you have the wrong car. What are we doing here? What the hell is going on?
I was sent to get you for a reason.
There's a flower on the pillows, a flower in the bathroom. Like, we're important. The only chance we have is if all three of us go crazy on this guy. Who is that? Maybe she can help us.
Don't worry. He's not allowed to touch you. He knows what you're here for. He listens to me. My name's Hedwig.
How old are you?
9.
I've never seen a case like this before. 23 identities live in Kevin's body. Who are you?
Help me get out of here, Hedwig.
You trying to trick me? I'll tell on you. Aren't you the clever one?
An individual with multiple personalities can change their body chemistry with their thoughts.
Someone's coming for you.
Who's coming?
The beast.
There's a man here. He abducted us and he's going to kill me. We're meant for something. Something horrible.
Right. I mean, that's the trailer. It's gonna be a spoiler alert, but that's the trailer. And like I said, this film is really about MK Ultra, which a lot of people, so a lot of people have heard about it now, but a lot of people really don't understand what it's all about and how you can see MK Ultra working around you. Okay, because there's levels to the mind control. Alright, so the Project MK Ultra, which just further proves who the devil is. This whole MK Ultra program further proves who the devil is on earth, man. If you don't understand that the so-called white man is the devil incarnate, they're the people of the wicked. They're the wicked seed on earth, the Edomites. Then I can't help you, man, because who would invest so much time and effort and money into something as sick and sadistic as the MK Ultra program? Okay, which was nothing more than a perfecting of basic mind control techniques. All right, and if you know anything, pretty much our people, the Israelites, until you come into Yahweh Shai, you're all on a form of mind control. The Willie Lynch and the trauma that our people have been exposed to from the moment we set foot on the shores of America and the Americas and the West Indies. That trauma that we went through on a basic level was a form of mind control. All they did was take those techniques and they perfected them. Alright, so the Project MK Ultra, sometimes referred to as CIA's mind control program. Now, the CIA is supposed to be the Central Intelligence Agency, right? Why have they got a mind control program? It's the code name given to a program of experiments on human subjects, at times illegal, designed and undertaken by the United States Central Intelligence Agency. Experiments on humans were intended to identify and develop drugs and procedures to be used in interrogation and torture in order to weaken the individual to force confessions through mind control. That's part of what they were doing. The main thing they were doing is trying to understand how to create the perfect slave. Alright? By the oppression of the soul. Alright? It deals with psychology. How can they use imagery? How can they use trauma, torture? How can they use drugs? And all these various methods to create a perfect slave. Okay? And that goes into the realm of psychology, which the word psychology, psyche meaning soul, ology means study up, the study of the soul. And when Esau studies your soul, when he studies your mind, he's not studying it to help you. He's studying it so he can learn how to control you. Alright? Now, I want to get a quick precept. That's the nature of this devil, man. And he does experiments, public experiments, like the whole Big Brother. A lot of these TV shows are experiments that the public are taking part in and they don't even know. He does experiments on the people publicly and he does it in private. Alright? There's all kind of shit going on that you people really just don't know about or don't care to know. Alright? But that's the nature of this devil. Oops. So let me get this scripture and then I'm going to go into this MK Ultra. Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Alright, MK Ultra program and all the different various names it goes on to is a diligent search. It's a diligent research that this devil went into to learn how to control the minds of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and even his own people. Alright, we're talking about mass research here. Hundreds of thousands of people involved. Alright, and he's got institutions set up all over the West and all over the world which forward this program. One of the main institutions is the Tavistock Institute over here in London, which pretty much controls all of the mind control programming in its various forms, which is pushed out worldwide on the news, in the media in general, in the school system. They are really the heads of that. Pretty much this whole system is a giant mind fuck. Alright? The whole system is a giant mind fuck, but there's levels to it. There's levels to it, okay? Now, let's jump back into this. In fact, let me Psalm 64 and 5. Because this scripture is heavy. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. Okay, the MK Ultra program and the agenda to control the souls of the people on the earth is an evil matter. It's not for man to do that. They commune of laying snares privily. Like you might be sitting there watching a film, you might be sitting there watching a TV program. Little do you know is that that program is doing exactly that. That program, because you don't understand what's going on, that program is privately programming you, reprogramming your mind to affect the way you operate in this realm. And like I said, if you're not in Yahweh Shai, you are susceptible to these attacks on your mind and your soul, which you have to deal with daily. Alright? They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent research. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. And again, that's one of the main reasons why the average person cannot comprehend or understand what is going on, because they're not deep. They don't think deep like that. They're very simple. They're basic. They're peons. So they don't understand the giant structures which are built around them and the purpose of them. The MTV Music Awards is a giant psyop. Look up the word psyop. It's a psychological operation. Everything within it has been diligently thought out to attack your mind, to achieve their goal and their purpose. Alright? And if you're not on guard, let me get that scripture before we get into the information. If you're not shielded from it through these holy scriptures, you're gonna be a victim of it, which the majority of you people are. You people in the world, man, you're victims, man. You're oppressed of the devil. This is Psalms 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. One of the wiles of the devil is his psychological operations, man, that he runs. Right? When you look at the word wiles, it means cunning arts. MK Ultra is a cunning art. Deceit, craft, trickery. Alright? So the only way to defend yourself against these things is being covered under the spirit and the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. These men are spiritually trying to break you down through any means necessary. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Alright? And then, you can read onwards. I want to jump into this though. So, let's deal with this, man. In the know. Okay, this is a good website. It brings out a lot of information. Okay, then you have Sigmund Freud. Okay, one of the top fathers in this area of study. Sigmund Freud. All right, you also forgot what the other guy that was doing all the sexualization of the children. Right. Yes, I found Alfred Kinsey. I mean, he was another. Oh man, Satan incarnate. All right, a real devil. This guy was a real pervert, a real devil, and he pioneered a lot of the techniques which are still being used on the people today. All right, it's just establish. Let me see if I can zoom in here for you. Can I zoom in? Yeah. Right, okay, I'm just going to read it. Established diabolical MK Ultra Monarch mind control program has never been discontinued, because they'll tell you that they ended the program. But ingrained in our culture via Tavistock, okay, it's your Tavistock Institute, chiefly in entertainment, music industry, academia, science, medicine, right? All these industries, all right, utilize the some of the techniques from MK Ultra, man. I mean, all you gotta do is watch a lot of these music videos turn the music off and watch the imagery that you're being exposed to. All right, it's not an accident. A lot of them guys that design those music videos are people who are trained in these arts. Okay, they know exactly what they're doing. It operates with full support of U.S. Congress, foreign governments also, with budgetary authority residing with the Senate Appropriations Committee. Its chairman until March 2010 was former Ku Klux Klansman Senator Robert C. Baird, positively ID by Kathy O'Brien in Transformation of America as her master programmer owner. And Kathy O'Brien is one of these sex slaves that was under the mind control that managed to escape. And that's why the scripture says their own tongue shall fall upon themselves. The Lord has it where certain people come out and expose. So you could go to YouTube, type in Kathy O'Brien, and she brings a lot of information out. Senator Baird was the longest serving member of the Senate. The program, as originally intended, is fully supported by the military intelligence Hollywood, as this movie Split, political behavioral science apparatus, including but not limited to the NSA, the DoD, CIA, FBI, US, JFC, USA, USMC, USN, Defense Intel Agency, Office Naval Intelligence. All right, so this thing is about bringing that out. Now I want to jump to alters and triggers, because pretty much what that movie Split was showing you. This is a spoiler alert, but the guy in the film was molested or abused, was greatly abused, I should say, by his mother when he was 3 years old, and that led to him having the split personality. And as you see, each personality operates on its own, man. All right, and they have people like that. That's a higher level of mind control, and you got certain triggers that trigger these different splits in the personality, in their mind, in their soul, to be brought forth. And then what you find out in the film is that the other girl, the main girl, she was also molested by her uncle. And then in the film, they basically tried to make it look like she became a better person for it, or he was a better person, more involved through that treatment. So you Esau's the devil. There's an easy way to explain this convoluted victimization of body and soul is by looking at it as a complex computer program. A file, an alter, is created through trauma or torture, repetition, and enforcement in order to trigger the file. A specific access code or password, key, or command is required. The victim survivor is called a slave by the programmer handler, who in turn is perceived as master or god. About 75% are female, since they possess higher tolerances for pain and tend to dissociate easier than males. Subjects are used mainly for covert operations, prostitution, underground porno. The entertainment industry is full of monarch slaves. So this is the higher levels of the MK Ultra program and what they can do with it, right? And they have nothing but a shortage of children and people who they can gain access to do these things. It says there are an inordinate amount of alters in the victim survivor, with numerous backup programs, mirrors, and shadows. A division of light side, good, and dark side, bad alters are interwoven in the mind and rotate on an axis. One of the main internal structures, of which there are many within the system, is shaped like a double helix, consists of 7 levels. Alright, now it's going to show you the different levels of the programs. You get the alpha, okay? You get the beta, which is basically your sex slaves. The delta, your killers. Alright, theta, omega, they can trigger that to make you commit suicide, to have suicidal thoughts, which they have drugs to help with that. You see that what you don't understand, man. They got drugs to help with that, man. That's why they push out these antidepressants. Them antidepressants make you want to kill yourself. Man, you people don't know how deep this goes, man. There's levels to this shit. There's levels to it. And the average everyday person, man, is under this. But there's people who are fully sold onto it because they got hold of them and they use them techniques. You got the gammas and so forth. So when you see like these women in the porn, a lot of these women in the porn industry, they're nothing but betas, man. They're messed up. That's why they got them on all kind of drugs. They're having all kind of depravity done to them, and they disassociate. Like that ghetto gaggers. What the hell do you think ghetto gagging is? Which that goes back to slavery. They've broken that person. They've now turned them into a sex slave through the repetition of that trauma. And what you find out is a lot of people that were in there, they come from a position where they were molested as children. This is and when I say children, I mean in 5, 6 years old, 3 years old. And they have situations where they actually have people who are they're slaves already, have children, and then they have those children molested, man. So it's like a family of just broken, messed up people, man. And you could be working with one of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So marvel not if one day they trigger and come in and kill everyone in the store or kill everyone in the workplace. Because they got thousands upon thousands of women and men which they've had through the social whether they've kidnapped them or whether they've had them in the social services, child services system, who they've got their hands on them and applied the full force of the MK Ultra mind programming on them, man. Okay, so this shit is real, man. This shit is real, and I'm gonna post this. You can have a read through it yourself. This is real. This is happening around you every time you turn on the TV. This shit is going down. That's why we gotta get out of this man's hand, Heinrich Himmler. That's why we gotta be delivered from this devil, man. In fact, let me end it on that, man. Psalms 144. We gotta be delivered out of the hands of this devil, man. Psalms 144:11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. We gotta be delivered from this devil. Like they show you in the movie Django, where he had the slave shaving his neck. Because even back then, they, through buck breaking and all these different things, even though they hadn't gone deep into it back then, now they've gone deeper into it with the whole sodomy. Why do you think guys go to jail and they get fucked in the ass and they turn into a bitch? They turn into a completely different person. It's the same concept. This is crazy, man. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood, that our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth. Because being in this world, man, as a people, man, we're completely out there with this, man. We are in danger, man, every day. Not just physical danger, but psychological danger being underneath this man. Your children are in danger. That our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth, that our daughters may be as cornerstones, like the Sandusky. What Sandusky was doing to all them boys, man. And all them people, they didn't know that's what Sandusky was doing to their children, man. That our daughters may be as cornerstones, man, polished after the similitude of a palace, man. Because your daughter could end up easily becoming a ghetto gagger, man, through some teacher at school touching her or whatever the stuff when she was 5, 6, or she give her some drugs, or this place is messed up, man. Snares everywhere. We gotta be delivered from this MK Ultra shit. And like I said, this proves, I'm gonna put the link in so you can, this proves that the so-called white man is the devil, because he's the one that's going deep into all this, man. Alright? Kurt Lewin, all devils, man. And Nicki Minaj, these people are all been put under the program. They all been put under the program. They're gone. Remember when Maria had that breakdown? Because people don't understand the shit that they do to these people. They break them down, man. The foul things, the trauma they put them through to get them the way they want them. Anyway, with that, hey, check the film Split out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, shalom.